Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Pokemon Uranium Nuzlocke challenge. Today we have quite a challenge ahead of us, not gonna lie. This is quite a difficult game to Nuzlocke, but I had a few recommendations for it. I've played through the game myself to an extent. I haven't completed the game, but I tried to Nuzlocke it before, and yeah, by the fact that I didn't complete it, you can guess what happened. So, this feels like a little bit of a personal vengeance for me. I really want to get through it. I really want to record it because it's a fun game. So you know what, we're going to jump right into this game. As this is the first episode, expect a hell of a chunk of text, okay? There's going to be so much text to get through. But once we are through that, I can assure you the game will definitely pick up. And it will get hard quick. So we're going to skip the opening cutscene, because there's not too much that happens there other than the starters being revealed. But we don't want that. We want to leave it as a surprise. Now we are going to start a new game. The only reason I had that open there was to make sure that I was up to date with the patch. This is patch 1.04, the latest patch that I can get. So we're going to be starting off with a Nuzlocke mode, and I think that it's going to start off by telling us what that is. So for anyone that does not know, the Nuzlocke challenge adds a lot of difficulty to the game. Fainted Pokemon are considered dead, and you are able to catch only one Pokemon per route. The only thing we're going to be changing about with this is we're going to have Dub's Claws on, which basically means we can re-encounter our first Pokemon if we already have the first Pokemon that we encounter caught, so you don't get like double of the same species. And we're also going to be nicknaming all of our Pokemon, which is more of a personal thing, but it's also there. Are you sure you want to play in this mode? Yes, I am definitely sure, so we're going to get straight into this. Huh? Who is it? Oh, hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Bambo, but if you find that hard to pronounce, you can just call me the Pokemon Professor. You're the kid who's applying for a job, right? Great. Want the lowdown on what you'll be doing? Nope, we are fine. I know all the controls I'm clicking. We are adventuring this region. That right there is an Alton. Yeah, look at my knowledge. We humans share this world with creatures known as Pokemon. More than mere animals, Pokemon possess astonishing powers and remarkable intelligence. People and Pokemon coexist in many ways. Some Pokemon are kept as pets, others help with work, and still others are used in battle by Pokemon trainers such as yourself. But there's still so much we don't know about Pokemon. That's my job. I study Pokemon for a living. Specifically, I'm an expert on Pokemon elements. Every Pokemon has its elemental type, and each type has its own strengths and weaknesses. There is a certain type in this game that's freaking overpowered, I'll tell you that right now. But why do they exist? Are there new types we haven't discovered yet? Yep. But I'll tell you more at the first day on the job. Report to my lab tomorrow to get your first Pokemon. Now, if you'll just fill out this form here. We can either be the male character, the female character, or the in-between character. So we'll be the in-between character, because it's the most fun, and we will just call ourselves Carlos. Do we have a gender? They cannot assume a gender. Carlos, are you ready? Your story is about to unfold. The future is a blank slate. You together with your Pokemon are going to fill it. There will be challenges and thrills, and you're bound to make exciting discoveries. And I'm bound to have sad moments where I lose Pokemon. Let's not forget that. A little bit of backstory time. Here comes the chunk of text I was on about. 10 years ago, Carlos's family lived in Beale Beach City, the largest city in Tandor. Their father, Kellen, was a brave and talented Pokemon ranger. Their mother, Lucille, was a brilliant scientist and expert on nuclear energy. Although they both worked demanding jobs, they always found time to spend at home with young little Carlos. Good for them. The Tandor region was at peace. Notice how it says, was at peace. Hint hint. And Lucille's company was working on a form of clean energy that would change the world. The future seemed bright. Until... It was an ordinary day at the nuclear power plant where Lucille worked. As part of a routine inspection, they brought in a specialist to take a look at the electrical system. Cameron, have you finished your diagnostics? Yes, I have. Everything seems to be working perfectly. This generator you designed really does its job well, Lucille. Excellent. If everybody has finished their work, we'll break for lunch. Boss, you might want to take a look at this. Strange. The temperature readings are far higher than normal. Either we need to reset the thermometer, or the reactor is leaking a massive amount of heat. It can't be the thermometer. I just checked that. So... Did you hear that? That's an explosion. That's bad. For anyone that doesn't understand, that's really bad. Pretty self-explanatory. There must be a breach in the reactor. At this temperature, in just a few minutes, we'll have a total meltdown. Everybody needs to evacuate, now. Lucille, you have to leave too. She's like, nah, I'm gonna become one with the nuke. I will be a nuke one day. With Cameron's help, all of the scientists were able to escape unscathed, except Lucille. She was never seen again after that day. The radiation leaking from the broken reactor made the surrounding area uninhabitable for many years, foiling any attempt to try and search for her. The loss of his wife had a profound effect on Kellen. His personality changed. He became cold and dedicated to his job. In time, he got promoted to the chief of Tandor Pokemon Rangers. However, he became far too busy to care for his child. So young Carlos was sent to live with their elderly auntie in Moki Town. There's never a bad thing that happens living with an elderly auntie. They can give you so many sweets. In like another 10 years after that, so back to present time, the auntie's health is waning, supporting a child was too much work for her. Fortunately, Ernest Bambo, the local Pokemon professor, why is that such a mouthful, was looking for a research assistant. 2 kids from Moki Town applied, Carlos and their childhood friend and rival, Theo. It was common for youths of a certain age to receive a Pokemon and travel the region as a Pokemon trainer. Why can't that be a common thing, like, in real life? That'd be great. And so, Carlos's journey began. I'm sure everyone thinks that, though. Carlos, come downstairs. You're late. First things first. Give me that potion. I knew that was there, and I am not missing that. We have ourselves a nice little Wii U there. We have the Nintendo Switch coming soon. This game knows the power of the Switch. Carlos, sweetie, today's your big day, isn't it? I can't help but feel glum, seeing my little one all grown up and leaving home. Oh, if only these old bones could do more so I could support us both. But we know that you're ready for this. You and that boy Theo. Always following in your footsteps, that one. You've always been so capable, but I wonder about him. He is younger, after all. I'm sure his father Cameron wouldn't allow him to go unless he was sure. Anyway, to celebrate your big day, I got you a present. Go ahead and open it. The best present. We can finally run. And do you want to know something great? I think we can run inside. Just saying. If only your father were here right now. Well, I'm sure he's proud of you too. And I'm positive you'll run into him during your adventure. Him. Now, I shouldn't keep you any longer. Say hi to that nice professor man for you, will you? For you, will you? For me, will you? That's better. And if you don't mind stepping by again after you get your first Pokemon, I'd love to see it. So what we can do, press Z in the menu, and run inside. It's so good. It's so good. So first of all, we're going to speak to this guy. He's going to give us a red candy because he's a nice person. And we're going to run towards our first Pokemon because I'm excited, and let's get into this. So, here comes Theo. Where do you think you're going, huh? Are you trying to get to the lab before me so you can get the better Pokemon? Well, that ain't going to happen because I'm going to get the strongest one first. Try to keep up, Carlos. I'm not going with making any like crazy names for people this playthrough, mainly because my voice is not feeling up to it right now, so I hope you can understand. Don't worry, when it gets better, I will give some weird noises to people? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Weird noises to people. It's not really a voice, it's just a noise. Hey, if it isn't Carlos, and your friend, Tommy, was it? Honestly, Pops, can't you even remember my name? It's Theo. Theo! Right. Theo, you're just in time. Today is a very special day for the both of you. It's your first day at work as Field Research Assistant at Bambo Pokemon Research Labs. Oh, that's a mouthful. Your job will have you traveling across Tandor, observing and capturing many different kinds of Pokemon to help me with my research on Pokemon elements. I have 3 Pokemon here that will aid you on your journey. Before you get your starters though, you will both have to take the Pokemon Trainer Aptitude Test. Test? I didn't study for any test, neither did I, Theo, don't worry, I am not ready for a test. I thought you were going to give us rare, powerful Pokemon. Now, don't worry, it's not the kind of test you have to study for. It's just a way to determine what kind of Pokemon trainer you will be. Different starter Pokemon are better suited for different battling styles. A starter Pokemon will be your lifelong partner, so it's important that you work well together. Lifelong partner. It's a sad thing that our starter's life could end very quickly if I misplay. Yeah, I get it. Enough talking. I want to get my Pokemon already. Sheesh, kid, you're not very patient, are you? Alright. If you want to know more about what's on the test before we begin, you can talk to my aide. Now, are you ready to take the test? I am, because I'm just going to answer honestly, so yeah. Excellent. So without further ado, when you encounter a new kind of Pokemon in the wild, what is your first reaction? So, my theory for what I do when I first see a Pokemon, it's not to attack it right away, and it's not to throw a Pokeball at it. It's kind of to wait and see what it does. And my reason for that is, if, say, you come across, like, the first Pokemon ever, right, and it goes for Splash, you know it's pretty trash, and you know you don't really want it, so you can just run away and leave it. However, if that first Pokemon you see goes for Dragon Ascent, then you know it's going to be pretty powerful, and you're going to start throwing Pokeballs, so you wait and see what it does. Okay, next question. Which of these TMs would you prefer to teach to your Pokemon? Hyper Beam's trash, I don't like that move. Protect can be really good. Protect can be really good, it can give you leftovers recovery, you can Wish Protect, you can use it in doubles. Hidden Power can also be really good because it can be any type. And I'd say I use Hidden Power more than Protect, so we're going to go with Hidden Power. Hey Professor, what's a TM anyway? I'll tell you later. Let's move on with the next question, shall we? Which of the following Pokemon would win in an all-out battle? So, Gyarados has obvious Ice Fang or Waterfall for Gliscor, that's nice and easy, and can Earthquake Ampharos for some damage. Gliscor can Earthquake Ampharos and kill it easily, but really can't touch a Gyarados in the slightest. So Gyarados wins out of those two. Ampharos can annihilate the Gyarados, and can Hidden Power Ice a Gliscor if it's carrying it? However, I don't know if it can live a Gliscor's Earthquake to start off with. If the Gliscor's physically defensive... maybe? Either way, I think Gyarados wins that one, because Gyarados can Earthquake. So we'll go with Gyarados. Is it possible to fail this test? No, it isn't. Now, this is your final question, so answer it honestly. What's your motivation for becoming a Pokemon trainer? Becoming the very best? Partially. I do want to complete the new region. Exploring the new region, I would say more so, because there's more new Pokemon, and that's the main reason we're doing this, is to see the new kind of Pokemon, because there's a lot of fake mon in this game that I kind of want to see. Making new friends. No, we're going exploring the region. So there we go. I'm going to be a Pokemon Master, ain't no one going to stand in my way. I dig your spirit, kid. Well, that's it for the Pokemon Trainer Aptitude Test. Now it's time to analyze your results. Let's just get straight into this. I mean, if you didn't figure out, the colours that we picked was going to determine the star that we got, so we're going to get the grass starter, pretty obviously. You seem to be a trainer who likes to play it safe. Patience and endurance are your biggest assets. You know that the best things in life come to those who wait. For a defensive trainer like you, Orchinx is the best pick. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. This is fine. This is good. It has such a nice typing. Go ahead and take it, Carlos. Funny one-liners. We're going to take Orchinx, and we're going to name you Panther, because I'm really unoriginal with names right now. Hey, I'm tired of waiting. Carlos got their star already. When do I get mine? I'm done analysing your results, Theo. I mean, his head is literally fire. We can assume which star he'd get. Theo, you certainly know what you want out of life. You're impulsive, impatient, and care mostly about your own desires. But I sense something else in you. Could it be the seed of greatness? The potential to transform yourself completely? Is he a Ditto? Hello? Or maybe it's just that you're so young, I can't tell. Regardless, for a Ditto like you, Elatux is the best pick. Does that thing get transformed? No, didn't think so. Disappointing. Yes, my first Pokemon. Carlos, you have a Pokemon, and now I have a Pokemon too. You know what this means, right? We have to battle. he's just there like, don't battle in the lab. Come on, you're meant to be my assistants. Don't ruin all of my stuff. We're going to jump straight into this battle, and we're going to look at this Pokemon. Scrap battle right for a second. We're looking at our Pokemon. So we are a Grass Steel type, which is an amazing type, and we just have to worry about fire types. We are an Adamant. Oh my god, we're an Adamant nature. Oh, but I think this thing's special. Or at least in this. I mean, I think it's got higher special attack until it evolves. So at the time being, that's kind of bad. Our IVs are really trash. But we do have battle armor, so we can't be crit. But our IVs are really trash. Like 5, 15, 16, 4, 1, and 11. IVs shouldn't matter too much. This is just a playthrough. Although this is a Nuzlocke, so it could matter. But yeah, that Adamant nature is nice. For the time being, anyway. I mean, until we get, like, Absorb or whatever. that thing gets static, and it's static sus first turn. That's my luck in a nutshell, by the way. So his tackle does 2 damage. That is not a lot. How many times am I going to get paralyzed in this match? That's a crit. That can't happen to us. Just remember that. We cannot be crit. That is going to make this starter stick around. I'm calling it now. Watch me lose this starter on episode 2. I'm seriously expecting it. We get paralyzed. There we go. But still, he can't crit us, meaning he can do... Provided we don't get paralyzed this turn, we win without having to use our potion. We don't! Oh my god, we win without having to use our potion. I'm surprised. I was expecting to get paralyzed, not gonna lie. So there we go. We defeat our rival for the first time. The first time of many, I'm sure. Ha ha ha. But how? I'm supposed to be the best trainer ever. That's impossible. Good trainers never lose. Where? Please don't cry, Theo. Here, I'll heal your Pokemon for you. What a nice professor. I wanted to be an unbeatable trainer. How come I couldn't win? I really wanted to win. Well, between your starter and Carlos's, Des has the type advantage. Water beats fire, yeah, we already know that basic types, come on. We're gonna just skip through his little crying cutscene, because no one wants me to just make crying sounds. Maybe you do, but oh well. Sigh, he took that harder than I'd hoped. You shouldn't be so quick to judge him. He is a kid after all. I expect he'll soon discover that training Pokemon isn't as easy as he imagined. I'm going out to the entrance on Route 01 by the edge of town. Bring Theo, and I'll teach you both how to catch Pokemon. See you later. So, we have quite the nice little starter with us here. You can also see some of the Fakemon that are in this game just up here. And the other starter that wasn't picked is now lonely trying to eat a rock, by the looks of it. In fact, there's still an Elitux in here. And an Orchinx. So, I mean, there's still... We can get, like, right in this tree. Oh my god. But yeah, there's still starters there, so we can see all of the starters at least. But they'll probably be on my thumbnail anyway, to be honest. We are going to... I mean, our grandma said she wanted to see the Pokemon, so we can go back to her. Oh, honey, you came back to say goodbye. How sweet. Is that your Pokemon? What's it called? Orchinx? It's so cute. Come back when you need a rest, or if you just want to humour your old aunt. So that's our healing for the time being. Got it. Good to know. And we are now going to Theo, and I know where he is, because, as I said, I have played through this game to an extent before, so I know pretty much what I'm doing. I'm well informed of the game. What did you say to my son? He ran upstairs, crying, and locked the door behind him. He won't tell me what's going wrong, or come downstairs. I swear if you did anything to hurt him. Oh, so that's how it is. So he got the weakest star, and you beat him in a battle. I see. That explains it. A harsh lesson, to be sure. But losing is as much a part of a trainer as is winning. Not for us. We will lose Pokemon if that happens. Ignore those words. He had his heart set on the day being perfect, so losing right off the bat is somewhat of a shock. Still, crying won't solve anything. That's something he has to learn. Theo, come downstairs right now, young man. Young man? Young man, young man? Theo, you can't cry every time you lose a battle. That's just part of being a trainer. But it isn't fair. Kalos got a better starter than me. Now I'm never gonna win. Then you'll have to catch more Pokemon to balance out your team's weaknesses. Besides, a well-raised Pokemon can still win, even if it is at a disadvantage. That's not even what it says. Yeah, I got tongue-tied trying to say something that wasn't even there. Okay. There's no sense in giving up before you even begin. Yes, Dad. Now, Theo, I won't always be around to pick you up when you're feeling down. So try and be strong for yourself, okay? Carlos, please be patient with my son. He looks up to you, you know. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have something for the both of you. Like a present? Is it candy? Yes, exactly. Oh, it is? Yes. Carlos, your father Callan sent me these and told me to give you them both when you began your journeys. I'm sure it'll come in useful. We receive a Pokepod, which is basically a Pokegear if anyone ever played Gen 4. It'll have like a map and a phone, and that's pretty much all we need to see about that. That's that. Bounce back quickly, don't keep the professor waiting, etc, etc. This guy is going to be supervising the construction of the new power plant Epsilon. Perhaps I'll see you there in time. After all, it's the last place Lucille was ever seen. Well then, that being said, we are going to go and see the Pokemon catching tutorial. And after this, we are free as a bird. Hey there, Carlos. Now that you and Fia are here, it's time for you to begin your first lesson to Pokemon Trainer in a field research age. Now watch closely. Wild Pokemon, as you probably already know, inhabit tall grass. But that's not the only place. You can find them also in caves, in water, and even in seas if you know where to look. Still, tall grass is going to be your best bet for finding new Pokemon. Simply take a few steps in and... Look, it's a wild Chinmonk. They're very common around here. Hasn't noticed me yet, so now's my chance. Go, Raptorch. This little guy was the other star Pokemon you could have received. Yep, see, I already said that, see? It's just keeping us informed. I think he's taken a shine to me, and I rather like him too, so I'm going to keep him. Now, the next step is to weaken the enemy Pokemon to make it easier to catch. Raptorch, use Scratch. Good moves. Now that it's weakened, throw a Pokeball. I do like the fact they don't actually put you into like an actual cutscene of the battle, you still have to figure it out yourself, but still. I'm sure you'll get the hang of catching things in time. We're going to get given ourselves a Pokedex. But that is not all. We are also going to be given Pokeballs, which means, as of right now, at this exact moment, the Pokemon Nuzlocke has begun, and that's scary. That's really scary. We also get his number, which, I mean, if we ever want to like booty call him or anything, then we can, and everyone loves that, so that's fine. We can get an encounter for Moki Town, although it's guaranteed to be a Chinmonk. But we will still catch a Chinmonk on this first route. So this is going to be our first encounter, and honestly, I see no reason why we wouldn't just go for it right now. Yeah, I think we're just getting our first encounter right now. Let's see, our first encounter, guaranteed to be a Chinmonk, but you know what? Dubious Clause is on, meaning that the next route we cannot get one of these provided we catch it here, which makes me happy, because I don't want multiple of these. They aren't that strong. This is like the Zigzagoon rodent of the game, so... We have been growled. Does that mean we can scratch again? It's way too risky, I can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. We're throwing a Pokeball, and this should catch. It's a Chinmonk. I don't think this is going to be too hard of an encounter. First encounter. There we go. Nice, solidly caught. That is what I like to see. For a first episode, having multiple Pokemon is nice. The length of a Chinmonk's stripes determine its authority in a group. If it spots a predator, it shrieks loudly to warn the others. What the hell do I name a Chinmonk? What do I name this? It's a chipmunk, basically. I'm assuming that's what it's based on. If anyone has ever played Awesome Norts, you can understand this, but I'm calling it Nord just because those teeth. That name. Quality names. And I think we are going to run back and heal up at our... Oh, okay. We're going to see another Chinmonk, which we can't catch. I would throw a Pokeball just to prove to you that I can't catch another Pokemon in this route because we've already encountered one, but I really don't want to because I think that uses up the Pokeball and wastes a turn. I don't want to use a Pokeball up, I'm not gonna lie. But as I'm sure you know I'm not lying, we can only catch one Pokemon per route. Plus, I mean, you guys will stay on top of it if it does ever bug out. Route 1. So I think we're going to get 2 encounters in our first episode. This is quite a fast-paced first episode. It's faster than I was expecting, not going to lie. So we can jump straight into this grass here. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're going to get our next encounter. We see a Burby, which is not the worst. Honestly, I don't think there's a lot else I could have caught other than the little bug thing. Because I know there's a little bug on this route. That thing can live another scratch. I'm tempted to try and scratch it. Do I try and scratch it? Like, it's clearly above half HP. It's level 3. It's gonna have... That's above half. I'm just gonna throw a Pokeball. If he growls me, I'll scratch him again. It's that simple. We have 4 Pokeballs. We have enough time. Or we can just straight up catch it. I didn't think it was going to be that easy, but okay. And this I already have a name for. So we have the Eden Bird Pokemon. It defends itself by dazzling opponents by flashing its brightly coloured plumage. That's just beautiful. I just love the way they've said that. They are known for their elaborate mating dances. They're known for mating dances. Either way, we're calling it Bib because it's a nice and simple short name, and it's kind of cute, so I love it. And, right. Let's just look at this squad we have right here. So we have Normal Chinmonk, Brave Nature. I can't say I'm happy about that because it's actually pretty fast, but... In fact, yeah, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. And we also have Burby, which is normal flying. So we picked up 2 normal types, but, I mean, it's the first route. What do you expect? And we have a neutral nature. And, wow, the IVs. The IVs on Bib are pretty good. Analytic boosts move power when the Pokemon moves last. That's also kind of nice. So you know what? We have a nice team. We have a reasonably nice team going on right here. So we're going to run back. We're going to heal up. And I am going to ask everyone that's watching this a question. And that is, do you want to see grinding montages at the start of each episode? Or do you want to see just the team recap at the start of each episode? Because we could do this either way. We could either have it so there's like 2 or 3 minutes of me just running around in the grass at the start of each episode to like prove that the Pokemon leveled up and didn't die. But as there is already a Nuzlocke mode, if the Pokemon die, there's no going back and healing them at a Pokemon Center. Those Pokemon are dead forever. That's how it works. The Pokemon do not get revived by anything. So I mean, we could quite easily just get team recaps at the start of episode, which would probably make things go a little bit quicker, which is the only reason I'd want to go with that. So I'll leave that completely up to you guys in the comment section, so that is up to you. And we're actually going to try and do 1 trainer battle, because I'm feeling risky. We get a potion as well, which is nice. But we're gonna aim for 30-minute episodes normally in Pokemon Uranium. We're gonna try and keep 30-minute episodes thing. So I don't want to end off just yet when we could be our first battle. So there's no way that thing is one-hitting us. I don't care if it's adamant. There's no way it's one-hitting us. Did damage. Did more damage than I wanted to admit. But we can swap into our starter because our starter has the steel typing, meaning to start off with, this thing is going to be monstrously powerful. Although we do only have Scratch. So we don't have the strongest moves, but we have the strongest typing, which is important. So we're just gonna eat these tackles, return with scratches, grab the item in the grass that I saw over to the left, which I think is probably just something like an antidote or a paralyzed heal. I don't see it being a lot else. Maybe even like another potion, possibly, and we get a crit. But he can't crit us, and that's always nice. He has more than 1 Pokemon. Oh no. Oh no! What have I got myself into? We're staying in. Okay, we're gonna scratch this thing. Gust, how much is that gonna do? That's 5. We need to potion. I was hoping we wouldn't need to potion. I really was. This is why I feel like I'm gonna just grind everyone up to like level 6 before next episode, maybe. I don't think I need to. I'm probably not going to use Chinmonk for a bit. I'm just going to use the other 2 for now, because there's no point splitting the XP 3 ways between Pokemon when I only need to split it 2 ways, really, because Bib covers the same stuff, like in terms of typing. So we're probably just going to solo with our start for a bit. Oh, that's another Bib. That's a Bib versus a Bib. Hopefully we can run. Good. And we get an antidote. Okay. So that is going to pretty much wrap up our first episode of Pokemon Uranium. We are just going to run back and heal because I want to be full health. We do have 1 rare candy as well, but I'm going to definitely save that for later on in the game. There is no point using that now. We are like level 7. Leveling at the moment does not take as long, but leveling in this game does take a hell of a lot of time, I'm going to admit. So we're going to end off this first episode right here. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!